All right, live from Pasig City, Manila, Philippines, near Bonifacio Global City, better known as BGC, the premier top location of the Philippines and one of the top cities, if not the top city in the world, not only by my reviews, but by other tourist videos. Here we are at our getaway location. There's 3 condos here. There's the Fairlane residence, just opened up in March, so a lot of empty units yet. They're all doing their final offers, request for final offer. There's the Western Tower straight ahead. That opened up a year ago, and then here we're on Brent Tower. You can hear the music in the background. This opened up 2 years ago, going on 3 years. This is the Brew and Bites. I'll pass by that in a second. But here, looking straight ahead at the tall round building, that is Capitol Commons. The Ortigas Center area, which I'll get as I go. Very far in the distance is the Quezon City area where our homestead is. Driving time, fastest average is about an hour. It's only really about 25 kilometers or less than 40 miles. Antipolo is over to this area. That's up in the Mountain View. Went up there when I first came in the early 90s. Watched a lightning show over this area. Great memories. Loved it. And then you got the Marikina area, Marikina River. I'll get that in the distance. That goes into Laguna Bay. And then I'll get the Pasig River. But here, I'm going to pass through the bar area, and then I'll come back to the Ortigas Center here. There's the bar area here on the rooftop. Good varieties here. Got the goat there on the left. Just let you read it. Some Belgian beers, India beer, the blondes, and then the menu there. This is open, closed on Mondays. Just taking in the breeze, the view. We're on the 47th floor, the roof deck. So you see the tall buildings always mentioned, and then you got the inner city areas that are the way the city used to be. So the clash of the two. And there you got straight ahead is Ortigas Center, the beginning of it. Greenfield area, SM Mega Malls there. The buildings in the back of that, the next city is Cubao, Araneta Coliseum. Mentioned that in my other videos, so I don't want to be too repetitive, but the beauty always gets me every time. You got the One San Miguel there, you got the Shangri-La Hotel, the Westin. Let's pan around. I need to get out more to the mountains. City I just love because of all the activity that's going on. I'm more of an introvert, but I'm an observer, so there's plenty to see, to do, to get out. Never a dull moment. Every day is like being a tourist. There's a old shopping center, PC shopping market, and then the Estancia Mall there at the Capitol Commons area. Down here, a lot of new development. They call it the new BGC, perhaps. Bridgetown. And then not too far away from that is Eastwood, so everything's pretty much interconnected. Be so much better when they get the train lines and the infrastructure completed. Well, let's go ahead here. We got not a bad view with the cloud cover that we have and some blue sky here of Lake Laguna and the Pasig River. We're about the 17-kilometer mark. Keep going about another, I don't know, 7 kilometers or so. It's 24, 25 kilometers long to Manila Bay, but this is the east side of it. Manila Bay is behind me on the west side. But just give you a view so you can kind of take in all the buildings, the different couple layers of mountain ranges there. I love mountains anywhere I go, whether it's California, Big Bear, Morocco, the Atlas Mountains, Beirut, the mountains there. Just got up there one time, unfortunately, due to a short tour there. And then Italy, the Dolomites, the Alps, Swiss Alps, German Alps. Loved all that. You see the moon there? It's almost full. But let's go around here to the heart of the city. You see the airplane taking off there from Manila Airport, Ninoy Aquino International Airport, NIA. And then you got the University of Makati in front of me. And then you got the ferry boat that's going. Gonna take a ride on that. It's becoming more popular. The river's getting cleaned up better. All this 24, 25 kilometer stretch, they're gonna put an escapade here throughout. They started phase 1 and phase 2 in Manila Bay, near the Intramuros and Chinatown area on both sides of the river. Great view of the bay in the distance. We've driven down there a couple hours south to San Pablo Laguna. We went to Villa Escondero, a resort and plantation that had the waterfall, where you can dine at the foot of the waterfall. Take off your shoes. You can wear slippers if you want. Your choice. But a great view of BGC. You can see how the city has taken over the local populated area and pushing the people out, but they're keep maintaining their lifestyles, and hopefully the economy stays on track and the betterment of the Filipino people rises up. It seems like it's going to be, from what I've seen in the last 6 years alone and over my 30 years of coming here. But you see the ferry slowing down a little bit. You got the other ferry that's going from left to right that crosses the river. Later they'll have bridges here, foot bridges interconnecting, hopefully these subway systems that I mentioned. Straight ahead you got Uptown Parade in Bonifacio Global City. You got the Mitsukoshi Mall straight ahead with the flower brown white striped design there. You got their tower being built, 4 towers, 4 seasons it's called. They're doing pre-selling. I think it'll open up in 2028, so about another 3 years almost. And the Golden Tower top there is the Grand Hyatt Hotel. If you choose to come and stay there, you can stay there for a measly $230 US minimum, I think. But in this area on the left, my town area over here, you have the Japanese International School, the British School, and the International School. Along there you got the C5, which is a major road that goes from north to south on the east side of Manila to the province, north and south. And you got the Market, SM Aura, Ayala Mall. That's going to be a big subway station in the future. And then here you can see some cranes. Hopefully you can see all that traffic down there, the orange cranes. I believe that's going to be the Kalayaan subway station once they get it done. It's going to run under the bridge here. It's going to go behind me to Ortigas Center, and then they're going to have the Ortigas South North Station, and then going all the way to our homestead in Quezon City. So beautiful sunset tonight. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna get as much of that as I can, so hopefully I don't bore you all, but that's my place of serenity. Sunrise, sunset, peaceful times, rain, thunderstorms, a little noisy times, lightning flashes. Just love what Mother Nature does. I don't fear it, but I welcome it, actually. It's part of life. And then you go along here, J. Piso Rizal Avenue, and the Guadalupe Bridge, which looks to the 3rd Central Business District of Makati. So the first one is behind me to my right is Ortigas Center, where I said the San Miguel Corporation is, the Shopee Amazon equivalent, the SM Mega Malls, supermarket, department stores, and then you got to the left of me, BGC, Central Business District. You got the Philippine Stock Exchange there. You got Bounty Meat Manufacturer there. JP Morgan. Lots of financial and different institutions there. But here, yeah, so we're in between the C5 on the left that I mentioned. That goes to the north to south of Manila. And then this is the Santa Monica Lawton Bridge, or the Ortigas BGC link. It's about 4 years old now. So even though there's traffic, it used to be much worse, if you can imagine that. I've experienced it. Seems unbelievable, but it's true. So non-traffic hours you can get from the BGC Center to Ortigas Center in about 15 minutes, where previously it would take you 45 minutes because you had to go around through here and you had to go all the way over to EDSA, which is the center roadway, historical roadway that goes all the way from Manila Bay area, the airport area, all the way north to Quezon City, Memorial Circle, SM North. So quite a stretch. You see the train crossing the bridge there. That's the MRT-3, 7-passenger car. Mountains in the background of Makati here. That all goes across to the old U.S. Navy base, Subic Naval Base, Bataan area. And then the other areas in the distance there is Mount Pinatubo that erupted in 1991 that forced the U.S. forces to evacuate the fleet, and then it became located, the 7th Fleet became located in Yokosuka Naval Base, Japan. And that's where I started my civil service career for over 30 years and was able to stay there for most of those years. Loved every minute, loved the Japanese people. It was a pleasurable work experience. But there, yeah, you see the other water there, the Manila Bay. So you get an idea how narrow the strip is from Manila Bay there, coming across through BGC to Laguna Lake. So very narrow. About 13 million people in the inner city area, and then the greater Manila area, about 20 million. This used to all be, amazingly, I don't know the hectares or the acres, but it used to be, initially it started off after President McKinley, World War II, Fort McKinley. So some of the area here, like the American Cemetery, is McKinley West, Manila American Cemetery. But after that, it got renamed for a Filipino hero, is Fort Bonifacio. And then there, straight ahead, the greenery that they kept, that's Forbes Park, or the Philippines call it Forbes. Rich area, all the citizens lived for the various reasons of centrally located, the convenience, compared to being further out. Such a beautiful view. But straight ahead, again, I mentioned it, the blue and white buildings there with the green netting up, that's St. Luke's Hospital, #1 hospital in Manila. And then underneath that, if you can see the artwork, the tree, that's SNR, wholesale warehouse, the Costco equivalent in the States, New York style pizza and Kirkland items. And then in the center of the small blue and yellow towers, Tess and I walked there this morning, took a video, that's Forbes Town in BGC. Different eatery types and whatnot. Behind it in the green area is the golf course, golf clubhouse. Again, gonna take in more of the sunset that I mentioned because can never get enough of it. Come up here on the back side of me, have my coffee and watch the sun rise. Come up here at night and have a little or a few adult beverages. There we go. It's starting to get a little bit darker as it goes down, but let me take a step over further. But let's take a look down at Pasig River. So here is, this factory will probably go, I think, it'll probably become, I hope, for investment reasons and getaway reasons, I hope it will come a part of the escapade and a park to keep the 60-40 concept, 60% being green, 40% being residential area. Hope it's true, but this is the RFM manufacturer. RFM stands for Royal Flour Manufacturer. So different food items that I look at, bread items in particular, are from this location right here. On the left of me, on the right side of me is Pocari Sweat. It's a Japanese energy drink. Drank a lot while we lived in Japan. So that's located here. So you got the central business districts, as I mentioned. So you got a variety. You got financial, you got manufacturing. It's really the heart of the city and what feeds the people, gives jobs, and keeps the economy going, besides many other aspects. But here down on the J.P. Rizal Avenue, that's where the subway is going to run. So it's going to go where the sun's setting there in the Makati district. Been there quite a few times. That's where the Filipino Retirement Authority is. Got to go there in the new year to get my 1-year visa renewed. Do it for the second year, pay my $10. So I'll be good to go. But it's going to go from there, the subway, come here to Guadalupe Station, and then J.P. Rizal, come along here, and then as I mentioned, it's going to go there to between the University of Makati and Uptown Parade BGC, and then go straight through that I mentioned to the Market Ayala Mall area and have a big terminal there. And then the other subway will come across the bridge and go underneath us to the Ortigas Center. So that'll greatly help the people. It'll eliminate a lot of the traffic. Still a lot of work to go to make it more convenient for people. All right, gonna catch Tess up here somewhere. Whoa, I'm gonna crash a party, it looks like. Tess is conducting business there. I'm gonna walk through Party Crasher just to get my video here. So, oh, they got some mule there. I bought some mule today. It's a vodka, ginger beer, different mix. Very sweet, tart. Good for the ladies mostly. But yeah, a lot of people say Manila Bay, Baywalk, or Baywalk, I guess some guys call it. And just watch the sunset and make it romantic or just so surreal and peaceful feeling. Gonna hop the ferry down here one day and ride it, as I mentioned, to Manila Bay. This is Guadalupe Station. Even that their ferry stations aren't conveniently located, so the Metro Manila Development Agency is looking at all that, doing studies. They got their consultants looking at best ways to do it. So one example, I watched a video on here from the station straight ahead there, Guadalupe MRT station to the left of the bridge, and the ferry station, that little green building on the left side of the river. As you notice, they don't connect. So they're going to put in a big walkway overhead to connect it. So right now, just like many places in the Philippines, not known for bike lanes, for sidewalks, they're looking at all that. So really it's a game of Frogger. You put your life at risk every day. I know I'm very observant, I'm very defensive, whether it's driving or walking, but Tess gives me a pull every time and gives me warning, but I have things well under control, believe me. I've been around the world a little bit. Not that I put myself in dangerous situations, but situations become dangerous. But I'm smarter than the average bear when it comes to street sense. There's some of that S&R pizza there we're going to have at the party. We got some of that in our room. All right. Get the final sunset here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you don't like that, then hate to sound harsh, but I think many would agree, and you have some problems. You cannot be a friend of mine, or you can be a friend of mine, but I'm going to convert you to sitting down, having a coffee or adult beverage with me and see what's going on in your life. Because this takes all your troubles, worries away, if not just for a few minutes. And then I don't know what. Let's come around again as the sun's setting there. Almost done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.